before, people are actually getting further out of town at times because it's made it easier. It's made it faster for us to get to other places like Ocala or a wonderful county called Lake County. I love it. This next guest, though, has a wonderful name for this area of town. Christine Graf is here. Christine, great to see you again. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
What do you call it? The Florida Hills.
The Florida Hills.
The Florida Hills.
The Florida Hills.
What do
yes.
the Florida Hills mean to you, and where is that?
Well, I say it with a little smile, but I'm originally from Austria, so I come from the Alps. And when we moved from Ocala to Lake County, I saw Howey-in-the-Hills, and I thought that's a fantastic name. I need to be there, and it's technically really called the Floridian Alps.
Yeah, you think we're sitting right here in Orlando right now, and you go to Howey-in-the-Hills, it is a totally different landscape. You feel like you're transported somewhere else, but you're not too far away at all. How is the real estate market, though, right now in what we call the Florida Hills?
So the demand is very, very high, and the area is really exploding, not only with national buyers, but also with international buyers. I heard Lennar say the other day they have 40% of their new construction deals are foreign buyers, and
right?
many of them from South America, yes.
Wow. Are these people, are these investment properties, second homes, or are these people actually moving here?
A lot of people hold, foreign buyers often hold it as an investment property and use it as a vacation home from time to time. And in between they rent it out, yes.
The stock market's been a little not so good the last few days, and a lot of people are worried about a recession or a bad economy, whatever. And then they also talk about the real estate market. And you start talking about national trends in the real estate market. I feel like Florida is not necessarily boxable with the national trend because we do have so many international buyers. How does the Florida real estate market, particularly Central Florida, differ from the real estate market as a nation?
Well, I believe that you have to look at it in different areas. We have certain areas that seem to be a little bit slower right now. We have other areas such as Montverde with the highest growth, with Bella Collina in there, you know, a lot of international buyers going in there as well. And so it really depends a little bit on the area. So if you're interested in an area, you need to have an agent that really digs down and really looks at the market at the time of your interest.
And I think Bella Collina is a real microcosm of the Central Florida real estate market in general, because if you go back to 2006, Bella Collina, where is Bella Collina for those that don't know?
Well, Bella Collina is in Montverde. It's the highest point. Sugarloaf Mountain is the highest point in all of Florida, in Central Florida at least. There's maybe one in the Panhandle, but standing at 312 feet above sea level.
Wow.
So that is quite, you know, people love it because it's hilly. They go cycling, they go hiking. There's a lot of lakes. Lake County has over 1,400 lakes, and it's just a beautiful area to call home, and it has still a better entrance point than some other bigger areas.
It's a beautiful, beautiful golf course, beautiful club there. But Bella Collina is a microcosm of Central Florida's real estate market, because 2006, the developer was a guy named Bobby Genn, and they were selling lots for $800,000 in 2006. Then the real estate market collapsed, and we were doing short sales, and I think the bank that did most of those loans was Fifth Third Bank at the time. We were doing short sales on these $600,000 lots, not even houses, just lots. 20,000, 10,000 at times. We were selling them for nothing, but now...
Wish we would have bought.
I wish I would have bought them all. We probably wouldn't be talking right now, you know what I mean? But now the lots are still for sale there. What can I get a lot for in Bella Collina these days? Any idea?
Well, it depends because they are really getting closer to the sellout point. The lakefronts are going over $1 million right now.
Wow, 20,000. Should be kicking myself right now.
I know.
I should have bought all of those short sales I was working on for clients. But at the time, everything just felt like it was going to, you know, crap, let's say, and no one really wanted to buy. But you know, obviously, the people that did buy it, $20,000, are doing great for themselves now. Someone who's not familiar with the Florida Hills, a term you invented, by the way. I'm not taking credit for that.
I'm not sure if I invented it. But
well, on this show you did. What are some of the cities that you consider in the Florida Hills there? I know we talked about Howey-in-the-Hills, we talked about Montverde.
Minneola, Clermont, you know, and technically even Mount Dora, you know, because it still is a higher elevation, has the name in the mountain in the name. So this entire area is just it's just very hilly, which is very different to the rest of Florida. And that's what people love about here.
I grew up in Tennessee, then I ended up in Boston and Miami and here, but when I'm here, I feel like, you know, I'm in Orlando essentially, but when I go to, again, the Florida Hills, I feel like I'm closer to Tennessee than I am Florida in some ways. Don't you agree?
Yes.
If you would like to see any properties, really anywhere, but certainly in this Lake County area, beautiful Lake County, which is it's booming in some parts, obviously, but then it's still small town feel in others. Like Clermont is booming. You drive
Clermont is
through, I
booming.
think it's 27
Minneola
or
is
whatever.
booming.
It's going
But
crazy.
there's pockets. If somebody is looking for acreage and still wants to have the proximity to Orlando, there's pockets where you still can look for acreage
I
too.
agree. Christine, always a pleasure to see you. Call her today if you want to go check out any real estate for sale right now. 407-205-0400. Come back and see us soon. How was that?
Thank you so much.
Quick break. We continue our tour of more rural areas as we head to Ocala together, as you have real estate.